Hey there, YouTube. Scott from Hoarder's Hut, back with another video for you. Today we're going to do what I think is the first official installment of shit I got this week. I've been doing a lot of these type videos where I'm kind of waiting for a week or so and building up some books. But I think I'll give it an official title. So welcome to shit I got this week. So let's start with my trip to the LCS on Thursday, Wednesday, one day this week. So I went to pick up my new comics, which consisted of Cold Bodies. And the only reason I got this is because it's Andrea Moody art. Just can't get enough of that. So, kind of looking forward to reading it. Its basic premise is what happens to survivors of serial killers. And this is one of those stories, and it takes place in Wisconsin. Now, that's about all I know. I haven't dove into it yet. But that was my new book I went for. And while I was there, I leafed through the $3 gold and silver bins. And I came across a few interesting ones. Operation Survival. Another Cold War, how do we prepare for a nuclear attack book. This is from 1954, I believe. Using old also, I found Betty and Me, issue 19 from 1969. Ski cover, one of the subsets I'm collecting. And then I came across some Looney Tunes to help fill in my run. I got issue 204. And 196. 239. 228. And 200. This 200's really rough. It probably wasn't even worth $3, but covers almost completely split. But for $3, I picked it up for the run filler, and I'll put it down as 4 in my list, so I know I need a replacement. Also, in scrounging around, I found Gene Autry Comics, issue 45. Nice photo of Gene and Champion on the back. Found a copy of Indian Chief, number 18. This is from 1955. And then also Roy Rogers, issue 40 from 1951. Again, another photo back cover. Roy and Trigger. Tell you, these guys and their horses. So that was my LCS haul. So now we'll turn our attention to some. Let's go back to this box. I had some time ago ordered some books from a seller on Atomic Avenue. If you guys aren't familiar with Atomic Avenue, you check it out. I was looking for, there was one particular book I found a seller had that I wanted, and he was in Canada, and he offered free shipping over $50, but for U.S. buyers, he would give a $20 shipping credit. So I just had to throw in a few books to get over this $50 order. So I picked up some Star Spangled War stories to fill in some of my runs. So there's 177, 174, 196, 191, 193, 186, and then finally the book that this seller had that I actually wanted in the first place was Fables issue 101, the promotional copy. I don't know a whole lot about this book other than I didn't have it. And I think it was sent to retailers kind of as a preview, but I'm not positive about that. I just know it was more limited. It's a different cover, and I did have it. So I do now, and now I only need one issue to complete the Fables run, and it's at issue number 6, retailer incentive copy, which goes for stupid crazy money. So there's my pickups from the Great White North. Also, Legion of Comics and DJ Links had a big giveaway the other day for channel subscribers. They gave away an Ultimate Fallout 4 non-acetate version in 9.6. And they had a few other giveaways during the stream. And this is one I won from Legion. Just kind of a hodgepodge of books that he had sold earlier that day in a auction that DJ actually won and decided to give away that night. So there came from Legion through DJ, but originated with Legion or something like that. But anyways, here they are. Marvel Triple Action 8, Marvel 2-in-1 26 and 33, Daredevil 128, unfortunately not one I needed, Human Fly number 3, Fantastic Four 137, Thor 257, Ghost Rider 56, first appearance of Knight Rider in that one. I'm not sure why I remember that. What If number 7, Avengers 165, Defenders 15, and Defenders 35. So these are all probably going to get listed for sale. Okay, where to next? All right, I got kind of an interesting book. A book I may send off to get graded once I figure out how, because it's not listed on CGC. Wisconsin's Forest. I don't know what the Wisconsin theme is today, but this is Wisconsin's Forest from the Wisconsin Conservation Department. And best I can figure, this is from, because it's not dated anywhere, but it came with some publications that were revised in 1949. So it's going to be, I think, so it's after that, but based on this letter on the back, this L.P. Voigt was director of the Conservation Department starting in 1954. So I'm just going to assume this is probably a 1954 revision of this book, because I have seen online one signed by and I don't remember his name, but one where the letter is from the previous director. So it's pretty nice shape for being 1954-ish. But I'm going to try and correspond with CGC to see how I can get this one graded, since they don't have it listed anywhere on their site. I don't think there's ever been one graded. But it's just got some conservation information inside. So I don't know that there's an actual story anywhere, so they may not consider it a book, comic book, but we'll see. So that was an eBay purchase. Those I don't need to show. Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's just do this one next. I haven't done a 4-color in a while, but this is a pretty good one. Roy Rogers, which is 4-color, issue number 38. Little rough, but this has turned into kind of a bigger book, because it's the first Roy Rogers in the title. And it's the first photo cover, first Western, cowboy/Western photo cover on a book. I'm not sure how they verified that, but I've read that multiple places. First photo cover on a comic book, Western book. I don't know if there's earlier photo covers. This is 1944, March of 44. So this one, I'm going to put this in the dunk tank right now, and it's next to press. I mean, it's not going to be great, but it's going to look a hell of a lot better when it's pressed. Nothing you can do about these big tears in it, but it'll present a hell of a lot better. So there's that one. eBay, and I think a 40 bucks. I mean, I couldn't. There's a great deal on that book. Great deal on that book. Let's see. Also got interesting book, Big Chief Wahoo, issue number 7. Don't know anything about it at all, other than it just caught my eye. Researched it just a little bit. There's 7 issues. It's from December 1943. And that's about all I know. So, it's only a 7-issue series. So this is the last issue of the series. Now, whether I try and pick up the rest of them, I'll keep my eye out. I'm not going to actively hunt, I don't think. But, and I got that for like 12 or 13 bucks. Going back to the Four Colors, Four Color 512, Flash Gordon. And this is from 1953. Just, one I didn't have. I got this one for about 20, I think. Nope, nothing on the back of that. And then this one, and I just now realized something cool about it. Flash Gordon 190, Dell Four Color 190 from 1948. This is actually a wraparound, which is pretty damn cool. Not the most expensive Flash issue from the Four Color series, but it's still a desirable one. And I think I was into that one for 45. Two left. We've got, let's do the slab. Let's do the slab. Enter this one in your extremely weird column. The story of Johnny Surge. Or why don't we push the sale of Pine Tree Milkers? And you see this, it's an infinity cover, which is one thing that drew me to it, on top of it just being totally fucking weird. The little guy with a bird on his head is a milking machine. With legs and arms and a mouth and eyes. Yeah. That's kind of weird. Somehow came from Idaho. On the back of it, we've got another illustration of this milking machine contraption or fun for the bedroom. Just all kinds of weird going on here. But anyways, this book is from 1947, and it's a 6.0. So, and the notes on it are Surge promotional, an infinity cover, and a painted cover. E.J. Reeves cover and art. Off-white to white. So right now, there's only 4 of these on the census. There's a few listed. Most of them that you see are kind of ratty or lower condition. But it's odd that of the 4 on the census, this is the actual lowest one. But again, it's not a common book, and it's pretty damn weird. So finally, in this week's shit I picked up, on this book, 125 bucks. It's just one of those ones I really don't know what the actual value is, what it's worth, but I decided I wanted it, so that's what I paid for it. We've all been there. And then again, the best one of the day. I haven't done one of these in a while. Super Magician, Volume 2, Number 3, from July of 1943. Another one of those culturally inappropriate covers that was so big back during the war. This, here you are, boys and girls. Let's see you turn this Jap into a monkey. And then inside there's actually kind of like an illustration on teaching people how to draw this image. But you can see it says chump, and then when we flip it around, it says chimp. And it's I think it's supposed to be a monkey smoking a cigar, maybe with a hat on, when you look at it that way. So this was the most expensive book I got out of the lot. And this one cost me about 145 bucks. But it's just one of the expensive ones in the run, and it's one that you don't see come up very often, and when you do, you kind of have to go for it. So I'm happy with it at that price. Very happy, actually. So that is it for today. And this actually isn't a week's worth. This showed up this week, but it's probably more like the book from Canada I ordered 3 weeks ago at least. And a couple of these eBay purchases are 2 weeks old. So, it's more or less 3 weeks worth of stuff that all showed up this week. I actually had a couple pieces of art that showed up too, but I'm holding them off to do an all art episode once I get a couple more things back. That's it. So, what did you think of this group today? It's toss up for me. I mean, I got so many really neat, interesting books. I love that Super Magician just because it serves a purpose in my collection to try and complete this Super Magician run. A Johnny Surge just because it's so freaking weird. But I don't know, something about this big log cover from Wisconsin's forest. Why is a log between his legs? Why is almost everything coming out of the log yellow? I don't. Lots of questions on that, but so I think that's probably going to go to my favorite for the week, Wisconsin's forest. And again, there's a lot of these. I don't say a lot, but there's several of these up there on eBay if anybody's interested in these. Don't know that I'm going to be a completionist and try and get one by another one by a different director, but maybe if I find one cheap enough. I lucked into this one. This one wasn't even listed in the comics section. This was listed under maybe Nature or somewhere else, just because it had these informational brochures from the conservation department, which I think, if I remember right, maybe sometime in the 50s is when it turned over to Department of Natural Resources from Conservation Department. So, anyways, that's it. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the new title for the show, for the series, and what you think of the haul for today. So, all right. Hopefully next week I'll have the artwork back from the frame shop, and I can do an episode of From the Frame Shop and throw the rest of the artwork in that I picked up in the last couple weeks, and have a good show there. So, all right, that'll do it. Until next time, I'm Scott from Hoarder's Hide, and I want to know what's in your hide.